on.
Oh,
I know for Chanel, I can't get her on right now. She's got patients all the way throughout the day. I'd have to plan that in advance. So what I'm thinking is Thursday, I'll have her shoot it. I'll have her shoot directly on the couch where she was at, just like the scene, focused in on her and talking about those exact things, and then fading out where you guys are both there. So it looks like she's talking directly to you about it. And I can send you the updated content for it. So you have it for you guys, and we'll mix it into as well, so you have the full version. All right, I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Whew.
so that won't work. No. Well, but
It'll work, but
not for Friday.
they can't get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they have time to edit it on
Mike,
Thursday.
you have some of the best pecs ever. That's true. You have
What?
pretty solid. Where did I just saw a photo? I was going through one of these. Where was I?
My titties were pumped.
Yeah, it was like you were like 13 and you had the same exact chest.
It was
yeah,
this.
It was that, right? Same exact chest. You could see the.
It was a
just-
complete chest at
It
13.
was complete. It just was a 13-year-old.
Yeah. What up, guys? All right. Good afternoon. Scotty Too Hottie is in the hizzle, my nizzle.
Can you please say hi? I would love that.
Hi. What is the name? Action Jackson?
Action Jackson.
What up, Action? Action Jackson. Russia's in the house. Hello. Mary is here. Mary, how's the blood work going? How is Titan Medical treating you? Are you getting everything answered? What's going on? Let me know. I am so, just side note, I'm so pleased that I'm over there. I got a video of Mona. Mona's training hard. Mona's, I think, to be honest, power bodybuilding works for Mona better than anything else. Even though I'm doing the 30-day blitz volume 2, I still get those core lifts in, right? But something that I saw Mona today was looking ridiculous. We're going to pull in this handsome little stud muffin right here. What up, Playboy?
How you doing, fella?
I'm good. I'm going to see if I can turn your volume up.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Can
Let me hear
me?
you. I hear you. You hear him okay?
He sounds good.
He sounds good here.
Awesome.
My eyesight and hearing's going, or as you called it, my selective monthly hearing.
This one has a blue light. This one doesn't.
Let me hear you.
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, that's great.
There we go.
Wow, what'd you do? What'd you do?
I did absolutely nothing.
So it was already that way.
I just moved the microphone.
We just moved the microphone a little bit closer.
Just
Yeah,
walked over there and it fixed it.
It fixed itself. You have that skill. You and Art.
Yeah, man.
Jeez Louise. Come here and touch me again. We got 2 minutes here real quick. Holy cow. Mary, are you still here with us? Because I'm so curious to find out how that's going over at Titan Medical and
Yeah.
how your blood work's going and how you're dealing with your things. What does she say here? Read that.
They are super professional. They stay on top of my healthcare and make sure that I receive everything I need in a very timely manner. Feeling better one day at a time. Much love to you, Mona, Johnny, and Jeff. Much love to our
Awesome.
crew as well.
I love that.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
was saying before you got on here how lucky I am to be over at Titan Medical, not just business wise, but just as a surreal, peaceful kind of life thing. It's you guys really flow and really do exactly what you said you will do and do. And so it's cool to see that you guys are actually really helping people. And it's so cool to see that.
Yeah, man. I mean, every time I see stuff like that, it definitely makes me proud. Makes me proud of my staff and stuff like that because, that's our goal. I mean, that's why we, formed Titan Medical Center. It was for patients to feel better, get the attention that they deserved. because a lot of people don't get that attention from their providers. A lot of people don't know about, what their care could be like and how good their care could be taken care of. And that was our goal. I mean, to provide top-notch quality service, top-notch cutting-edge therapies, and be able to, be there for support for patients when they really needed us. Because it's real easy, especially right now. There's a big boom in the preventive and anti-aging realm, and there's so many people, fly-by-night companies that get into this, and what they do is they take people's money, that's it, and then they move on to the next, and they really don't care about people's health. They could care less about following up with them, and they're never there when they really need their support. So
Well, see that you're biased because it's your company, and you can say, let me say that stuff for you because of the fact that you really do that. And I've seen these other companies that just take advantage of the individual, or they blow you off. It's like, hey, we gave you something, leave us alone.
Right.
We did what we're supposed to do. Now go figure it out yourself.
Right.
And it's like, wow, holy shnikes, this is my health.
I know.
And it's cool to see that you guys take it so, I don't know what the word would be, but you like
take
are
it
so,
serious.
yeah, that's beyond, this got to be a better word than serious, because they all should take it serious. All the companies should. You're trying, somebody's trying to come to you going, I'm in pain. I'm not functioning well. I got issues. Can you help me?
Right.
Sure.
Right.
And then let's hope that they do that. And most of these companies don't do that. And they
Of course.
just the sales on it. Hey, we're doing good. Move along. Next person. And it's like, so it's cool. It's so cool to see that. And for me to talk to these people after the fact, months after the fact, and go, I've never felt better. I've never looked better. I've never done, it's like, it's so cool. And I got somebody in the house, Mona is like, this is the first week where it's been a couple months now. And it's like, she's like, okay, Mona's looking, and Mona's already won the universe. Mona's a freak. You just like, I'm in no world close to what she's like. And she's walking around training today. And we have to get this. I have to say this story. So we have this construction guy. Great. He's freaking awesome. And he comes by the house today because obviously I'm heavy, and so I'm putting holes in the house. So he comes by the house, and Mona opens the door, and he goes, "What the heck?" And it was like, I always see her, so I don't really recognize it. And then I kind of looked at her, and I go, "No, he's right. You're looking a little suspicious."
Yeah.
A little suspicious. Why are you looking like an absolute freak today? So it was so cool to see that. And just, we were both talking about that, and just seeing her lift today. She was doing 3 bills on deadlifts, and just a joke.
Jeez.
And it's so cool to think, like, man, it's cool to see people succeed and get to that level where they are feeling better. They are doing better, where they are really doing exactly what you said would happen. You will feel better.
You will.
Give it time.
You'll perform better.
You perform better. You'll look better. You'll be happier. You'll be all these things. So just big props, Johnny. Just
Thanks,
big props.
Man. Thank you.
I know
It means
that
a
I'm
lot
there
coming
and
from you
stuff,
guys.
but it's just cool to see.
It is. It really is. I mean, well, listen, whether you're a regular Joe and you're just starting and you're losing weight, or you're starting to get back in the gym or leaning up, or you're seasoned like Mona and you guys are just chiseling away and making things even better. There's always room for progression wherever you're at in life. And you should always strive for that too, and always strive to be better every single day and whatever you're trying to do and accomplish. And it can be done. There's a lot of people out there, naysayers, or people that have doubts about what they can do. And it's just really up to you as the person to take that step, to want to do it and to want accomplishment. And you can definitely do it for sure. There's so many people out there that I get motivation from. Obviously I get motivation from you, but I see, some of these people out there that don't have any legs, have one arm, and they're in there killing it. I've got one of my buddies. He literally has his hands, and he has like 3 fingers on his hands, and he has, from his stomach down, he's there's nothing there. And they told him he would only live for so long, and this guy's going into his 30s. So, big motivational speaker from this, and I see a lot. It takes a lot of drive. When you don't have all 10 fingers or all 10 toes or anything like that. And it's real easy to get down your dumps and stuff like that. So big props to all those people out there that might have a disability, might have something going on, and they still push through. I love that stuff.
Those guys are tenfold more impressive to me than the guys that are on the stage at the Olympia and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
It's like we have these friends like you. It's like to see them succeed at the level that they succeed when society said, okay, you're going to be a burden, and they're out there winning at life.
Yep.
And so I talk about this a lot. I have a girlfriend who's named Angela, and she started a TV show called Roller Girls.
Oh, cool.
And she was this high fashion model in her 20s. 6 foot Asian, beautiful, beautiful martial artist and everything, runway model, got in a car accident, paralyzed from the neck down. And 20 years later, she's got her own TV show, the Roller Girls, and all these girls are paralyzed from the neck down and stuff, and still just showing what is possible in life at that level. And trust me, I got 2 arms and 2 legs and healthier than anything, and I start feeling sorry for myself. I'll punch myself in the face when I start thinking that way, because of the fact that these people are out there just ruling the world.
It's true.
And they ain't complaining. I'm over here going, I just deadlifted 5.5 for reps and shit. And I was like, what am I complaining about? I'm an ass. It's like these people those are the superheroes.
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy. Oh, Michael Angelo on here. I just joined Titan last month. Phenomenal customer service. Thank you. I appreciate that, Michael. I appreciate that.
Billy Gunn's here.
Billy Gunn's here?
On the Instagram. They take pride in their product and what they're distributing.
I love that.
Because I know a lot about, what you guys were talking about previously with other companies.
Nah, I love that, because Billy Gunn is one of those guys that, he's a freak.
Yep.
Man, just another guy, one of these guys that's pushes and motivates me, because there's no quit. I got some of these guys where we joke with each other and say, hey, when you stop, I'll stop. You know what I mean? It's like Stan Everett and Billy Gunn. It's like, yeah, when you finally quit, I'll quit. I'll quit the day after you quit. And it's like, that's never happening.
Yep.
Going out with the boots. No.
He's 6 foot under. That's when I'll quit.
Talking about that, it's the circle of people you put yourself around, not just the company. So it's like you got Titan Medical that's here to help you, but it's the individuals that you're putting yourself around too is so beneficial.
Agreed.
So if you're out there and you're looking for a training partner or a group to join or anything like that, man, you can join the Titan Medical group. These guys are there to help you and support you. And if you need help with what's going on with your body and blood work, they're there. And if you need support with the lifting and training, you got the Titan crew.
That's right.
But I also know that Johnny is doing a giveaway. Is that something we can talk about today, or do we have to hold off?
Let's start pumping it up. I didn't get to go over that in my production meeting with Art, so I guess he's going to hear it now. The Titan Transformation Challenge. So that will be going on. I'm going to give the start date here. I think next week is when I'm going to start signups for it. And at that point, what it's going to be is it'll be a 90-day challenge. The 90-day challenge, you're going to take the first picture at the first date as you enter, and every week you'll be giving an update picture to us. It doesn't have to go out publicly if you don't want it to, but you will be sending a promo picture with either a Titan shirt on or a box that you'll buy. So at that point, to get into the Titan Transformation Challenge, it's real simple and easy. If you're a patient with Titan Medical Center and you get a therapy, you can automatically enter. It's free of charge. If you're not a Titan patient, but you're a Titan supporter, then all you have to do is buy a Titan shirt. That's it. $25 shirt from us. I think it's 30 tops, tank top. One that Mike's got on. I've got a sleeveless hoodie on, or you can just get a regular t-shirt if that's what you want to do. At that point, you'll be entered in, and then we'll start off, getting the updated pictures from you guys of where you're starting day one. Every week, we'll go down and we'll get those pictures from you guys. You guys will tag us. We'll send them directly to us, a story, whatever you want to do. And what it's going to do is 90 days. Whoever wins, male and female, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be one male winner, one female winner. You'll get 3 months free HRT or 3 months of any therapy, or if you can't take therapies, you'll get clothing up to $375 per month in therapies, clothing, or any services Titan Medical Center offers. Now, if you do win this and you go the HRT route, you'll get free blood tests to get you started on that, and you'll get your free consultation to go along with that. So it's all free. If you win, you're in it to win it. You'll get 3 free months of those services, therapies, or whatever works best for you. And at that point, you'll be in it to win it, man. You'll have these free therapies. So this, for me, I wanted to motivate people after New Year's to keep on the train and keep training and progressing. And at this point, now you've had a little bit of a start with January being here, and just continue that through, and it'll probably continue until April. And at that point, when we pick in April, you guys are going to be set. And if you do win, it's just going to keep your progression going. And I know people, like I said, the guy that won the last challenge, I couldn't believe it. Like, from where he started to where he ended, and today where he's at,
Wow.
it's amazing. It's amazing. So, I got to give a big shout out to him. So he did really well. Like, there was some big transformations in the last challenge last year, but this guy when you see his picture, there was no competition as far as guys go. It was just ridiculous from where he went to where he went from to where he went. And then today, I'm just like, he's still on the journey, man. And he's still killing it. Like, I'm really proud of him.
He
It's
cut the
something to be
bug.
proud of.
You got him going and stuff, or well, he got himself going, I guess you say, and you supported him, but he got the bug, and now he is like, I love that.
Yeah, it's so cool, and it's something that will become addictive in a good way for people, and a lot of people that have a lot of addictive traits or addictive personalities, sometimes they start out with bad habits, whether it's smoking, drinking, and you've never done this, smoking, drinking.
I'm addicted though.
But this you are. So a lot of people trade those bad habit addictions, and they trade it for physical and healthy addictions. And that's going to be the way to go. You'd rather be addicted to the gym and addicted to progression on your body, and to be healthier and better, than have a negative habit that you're addicted to, and it's consuming you. And it's not doing you any good, no positive effect whatsoever. Anybody that tells anybody, oh, you go to the gym too much, you're too worried about your health, or why are you eating those meals? Because I want to be healthy. Dude, those are the people that are all right. The other people that are telling you don't do it, those are the people you got to watch out for, because they're going to slow down your progression or take you off the track. And like you were talking about, it's all about the people you surround yourself with too. They've done research on this, scientific research. And if you are around people with negative and bad habits, you are more likely to pick up those negative or bad habits or start one, instead of being around people that are healthy habits. And they're putting you on the better track, and that's all year round. If you're around positive people, usually you're going to be positive. If you're around negative people, you're usually going to be negative. So that's just something to think about. And that doesn't mean that there's bodybuilders out there just because they're bodybuilders that they're good effect. Because listen, some of those people are playing some serious chemical warfare too, and that might be a negative effect on your body. So, it's all about getting around people that are doing the right thing and being a part of that. And if you are a part of groups like that, you will be more productive and you will be more successful. People that are unsuccessful, that hang around unsuccessful people, usually get taken down with those people, one way or the other.
I love Andrew Herberman and his studies that he does. These really good studies. And one that you were just talking about, one of the studies is the study is on is it easier? It's easier to get pulled down than it is to move up.
That's right.
And so the fact of like what you were just saying, and I'm just clarifying it again, is just so you guys understand this. It is much easier to be around people and get pulled down to the negativity than it is to rise up to another level. And so just continue to try to put yourself around those good people, those good influences as best you possibly can. And then something else I just absolutely love is that when you are around those individuals that are not screaming and yelling it, but just doing it, that's a different take as well too. I love the fact of the individuals that aren't explaining their philosophy, they're embodying it, they're living it, and you just know what they are like, and that way you don't need to argue the point with them or with others around you. It's just I know Johnny's going to be cooking his food on Sunday night for the week. I know what he's going to be doing. I know he's going to be in work on Monday morning nonstop. If I hear from him, I'm lucky. If I don't, fully understand because he's going 100 miles an hour on Mondays. But that pushes me to go, yeah, get my food ready to go on Sunday night. So
Absolutely.
Monday I'm going and we're ready for Tuesday like this.
Yep.
So that being said, I love that you guys are doing the challenge. I love if there's any way I can help anybody out there on this challenge, I am available. The Titan Crew is available to help you. Again, I think this is great. And then Mary, I saw that you popped up. This would be great for you. Mary, I know you're already in the Titan Crew, and I know this would be something beneficial. And you going in to win this bad boy can only help. Again, yeah, this is great for what you guys are doing, Johnny. And I will get whatever we need. My team will get whatever we need from Art and stuff
Sure.
to get you guys the sign up sheet and get logged in and get involved in this Titan Medical Challenge 90 days.
90 days.
To a new you. And again, it's just a win-win situation.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good one. And like Mike said, like we're going to help you guys out with all the therapies, blood work, get you dialed in there. And if you need help with training or eating anything, Mike's going to help you guys out with that as far as that goes. You know, it's a total Titan collaboration here. Like that's one thing we couldn't offer patients before. They had to do it themselves, eating wise, training wise, and stuff like that. And have the benefit of having Mike supporting that is going to do you guys a lot of good because now you're going to have everything encompassing what you need, right? And that's it. You'll have everything, and then it's just going to be on you. You're going to have to put a little bit of effort in, and you put that effort in, and you're going to see results. And those results are going to hopefully take you by the hand and be like, hey, listen, we need to keep doing this because we're looking better, we're feeling better, and performing better. Hey, this is the way to go. Quality of life is improving. And that's what it's all about, guys. It's all about improving quality of life. If you go through life every single day tired, worn out, you just don't feel good, you don't feel like, yourself, there's time to make a change and make that change. And at that point, you can start feeling better. Age is a number to a certain degree. I know we talked about biological clock and chronological clock, but at that point, you can slow down that clock at whatever age you're at. It just takes you as motivation or you as taking the first step to do it.
It's funny you just said that because I put up something today on social media. And it basically says, why do we set so many goals as youngsters? Mm-hmm. And then as we age, we phone it in or we say, well, I don't set those kind of goals anymore. I'm at this age now. Why do I do it? And my point on there was just so I understand, why don't you continuously set goals?
Right.
It's not an age thing. It's a life thing.
Right.
And I don't care if you're a young 20-year-old pup or you're an old man like me. It's like set those freaking goals and crush those goals. Because I feel like you get old when you stop setting the goals, when you stop setting the challenges, when you stop, I'll guarantee you go out and you start swinging that baseball and hitting. I know for a fact, if I start hitting those things, you'd go, oh, you ain't, this is my world. I'm crushing your ass. So I know you. I know that's the way. If we go out and hit some links and stuff and I hit a 2 or 250, you're like, I'm going to show you some finesse with style and power right behind. So I like that.
Yeah.
And it should be that way. And I think there should be that kind of challenge and rivalry and stuff. It's like I hit a golf ball and Billy Gunn hates that I hit it so smoothly.
Yeah.
And he comes out and he'll clock that thing way past me. But I think that kind of fight in anybody and everybody has to stay. I don't know why people give that up.
I don't know why either, because that drive makes you better. The competitiveness makes you better. Like it makes people rise to the occasion in some instances in certain situations. So, it's always good. When people say, like I don't like to compete or whatever. Okay, like you don't want to be competitive in any way, shape, or form. So you don't want to win or lose or anything like that. I just can't wrap my head around that. You want to be the best out there, right? And you want everybody to know that you're the best out there. And at that point, if you're not cheating and you're doing things right and you're beating people's butt, it just shows. It's like, man, this guy's really good. And like I said before, goals that have been achieved in the past, people never thought they could be achieved like that. Like, certain examples, right? Like Michael Jordan jumping from the free throw line and doing the dunk contest in '88. Nobody's seen anything like that, right? And he rose to the occasion. Nobody's done that. He's won, those contests and many other contests. Athletically, you see it in so many different ways. Shohei Ohtani, like I was talking about that. There's nobody who's done what he's done as far as pitching and hitting wise. Nobody's got the contract he's ever got. There's certain things. So the next person, because that's never been done before. So people before him probably thought this could never be done. Like, I can't do this. Like, nobody's ever done this before me. So why do I think that I'm going to be able to achieve it? It's the people that say, like, I don't care what he's done. I'm going to go after that and I'm going to achieve it. And they just head down and just grind and work and work and work. Not everybody is going to be able to break records, but there are going to be people out there that are giving everything they possibly got to do it. And there will be people in the future that will do it.
Is it always about breaking the record, or is it about attempting?
I think it's about attempting to a certain extent.
I agree.
Sometimes you're going to fail, right? Everybody's failed in anything. I failed in things in my life. I'm sure, you've had some letdowns in the past where you're like, man, I should have did this better. I could have won this. If I would did maybe a little bit more. It is what it is. But the people that fail, it's all about them getting back up and coming back and going after it again. Just like, riding a horse, you get bucked off a horse. You better get back up on that horse and never get back up on that horse again. You have that fear, like, I just can't do it. Something's going to happen. So, for me, if I've ever failed at anything, that has given me even more motivation. I haven't failed a lot of things, but there has been some things I fell short on in life. It is what it is. But at that point, I've always went back after it harder than ever and have achieved it afterwards. But, initially, like, some things that you might not get the first time. But if you don't, you have to keep working and grind if you really want it, and you'll go after and get it.
Yeah, I think for me as well is I like the tussle. I like at least the fight for it. I can't fathom the idea of absolutely not the challenge.
Yeah,
the challenge is what's great, man. I love the freaking challenge, and I love that you guys are doing a challenge right now, 90 days. Here's the cool thing about the 90-day challenge. I get if you win, great, but you win just doing the 90-day challenge. Absolutely. You're already going to be in better shape. You're already going to be looking better. You're going to be feeling better, and also you're going to be doing something that's like, great if you win. Good for you, but. Man, for everybody that tries, man, props to you. Props to you, man. I don't care how old you are, or how young or how old you are. At least you're trying. Mm-hmm. I like the attempt.
Me too. As long as everybody's trying to put in hard work, you got to give them, a little bit of something for that. You see people in the gym nowadays, right now, especially, being the second week in January where everybody's in the gyms. And for some of those people, man, I'm really proud of them. Like, to even start, like, they don't have to. They might die out. You never know. But, for those people attempting to change things, I'm all for it, man. I never get mad at people in the gym with their own equipment and they've never been in there before in their life. I'm like, you know what? Do it. And if they have questions, I always answer it for them. And some guy was like, hey, like, how should I be doing this, like, pec bench? I was in the gym the other day. And I had my earphones on them in mid-set, but at that point, like, I want to help people too. Like, I don't get mad at people at all when they come up to me in the gym. And I might be in there and I might have a limited time, but that might change things for them for the better in the future too, as well. So that might drive them to want to do better or do more, or be able to do these different exercises correctly and get the best benefit out of them. So it's cool. And people, they motivate me like that. And like I said, if I see those people in there, they motivate me. Like, man, if they can do it, then I can do it for sure, 100%.
Agreed. I think I put up something just a couple weeks back. There was a lady in there, and she wasn't in the greatest shape, but man, she was focused and she was training hard. She had a great demeanor, and I'm sitting there watching her train, and I had to say something. I just go, keep doing what you're doing. It's cool to see. And there was some, I guess you guys would call them influencers, some young guys, and they were just popping the top and posing and stuff. And I'm like, absolutely annoying.
Yeah.
And where this lady was over here and motivated me tenfold.
Yeah.
It was just cool to see, you know. And again, if you want to pop the top and do your shots, I agree. You know, you got to do it. That's the world we live in today. But man, get a savage workout in too. And again, it doesn't matter if you're walking around like Mr. Olympia or you're walking around in your heavy set and you're just starting the journey.
Right.
I'm cool with any of the gladiators or that are in there just trying.
Sure. Me too. Me too. It's definitely it's where they should be. I think a lot more people will hopefully be taking their health. I mean, I've seen a couple of insurance companies start offering, gym memberships to clients and stuff like that. Some insurance companies are offering this, where they're offering to pay for the gym membership. All you have to do is go.
Well, that's a change in society.
I mean, you'd think they don't want preventative health, but they obviously understand to a certain degree if people exercise that are probably bring down their bills as well. So, I mean, it's a good thing. And not all insurance companies are doing this. Now, most insurance companies do silver sneakers, which where they're 65 and older, they give their gym membership too. So they pay for it. So if you have one of those, those insurance companies, take full advantage of it. Like, if they're willing to help.
I wonder if I can get a free membership now. Oh, wait, forget it. That's already got one. I'm good. I love that, man. Though. I think that's cool that it's like, you would wish that the insurance companies or health and companies would want to see you do well and be healthy. Yep. So to see something like that, it's great.
I mean, even for me, like I have the gym next door. It's my little Titan gym, but I offer all employees to go over it whenever they want. I want them to work out. I want them to exercise. I want them to live the healthy lifestyle. I want them to live a lifestyle that we're telling our patients to live, right? We should be leading by example. And that's why I tell all my employees here, you guys should be leading by example. And not only for the patients, but for yourselves. So at that point, you're going to be well off and they're going to be well off and watching you and motivated by that too as well. And then you can talk truthfully with them on the phone of kind of some of the different things that you've went through. So, it's always a good thing.
Here, you take that. That's we'll have to talk to him later. Oh, my brother. Yeah.
Oh, your brother
you can
called?
Hang up on him.
Oh, man.
I got some knuckleheads in the family.
I can't wait to meet your family, man. I can't wait.
So we're doing this cool book. I got this ghostwriter, but a guy that's been on the shows with me from Battle Dome to Gladiators and stuff. And it was interesting. He made some point of views because we were talking about the journey that I've been on. And he pointed out some stuff that I just kind of overlooked because I come from a family of 10 and the youngest boy and stuff. We were talking about stuff like my sister won Miss Seattle. My other sister won the Washington State powerlifting. Wow. And also took fourth at the North American. And he goes, hold on for a sec. You got 5 brothers and 5 sisters. Your brothers competed in bodybuilding, powerlifting, wrestling, football. And then your sisters also won. And you were the youngest boy. And you didn't think you were going to do this kind of stuff? And it's like, I guess you're right. I didn't think about that. When my sisters were winning the shows and stuff, I guess I was kind of especially this family, I was bred to do what I do.
Yeah.
My dad being a football player and bodybuilder, my mom a martial artist. It's like we were bred to do this. But the one thing that I realized is that I just stayed consistent where these others had the same genetic makeup that I did, that maybe chose a different path as time went. And the cool thing about that, I think for me, was that it is the consistency. It is just the day in, day out work. It isn't the person that knows everything. And so if somebody's watching this and go, do I need to learn everything that these people out there, these experts keep saying? I say no. All you need to know is the basics. And willing to put in the work. At the end of the day, if you're willing to put in the work every single day, if there's something wrong, Titan Medical is the ones that need to be smart. They're the ones that are going to help you, and they're going to be the ones that teach you how to take care of your health better. I can help you guys with nutrition and training. And then we got this 90-day challenge that should kind of kick you in the butt going, hey, you know what? Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to get in shape in January, right? And I bet you there's so many people that have already stopped their New Year's resolution kind of, a week and a half in, I blew it, I cheated, I had my pizza and my beer or whatever. And it's
I'm
like,
so sore. I don't want to go work out again.
jump back in at this point. And somebody just asked, will they put up a sign up or an email?
Yes.
I'm assuming there will definitely be an email, and we will get you that link.
Yes.
So you guys can write over there saying, hey, I'd like to get involved. I'd like to send a photo. I'd like to sign up for this and see what could possibly happen. And
Yeah.
Richards is here. Diva, this is something that you need to jump into, especially for you going. This girl right here is just a savage of a human. Obviously, her name says it all.
That
But I
diva.
mean, yeah, this one is just a second level human, really leading by example. But I'd love to see her get teamed up with Titan Medical and do this challenge and get in this crazy healthy shape that so much of us deserve to be in.
Definitely. I mean, it's gonna be good because everybody's like, well, I might not look as good as whoever is going to be in this contest. It doesn't matter where you start from and where you finish at. That's how it's going to matter. So if some guy comes in and he's at 8% body fat, ripped up, ready to go,
Where's it
doesn't
going?
mean he's going to win the challenge. He's got to progress and be better than his first photos to win the challenge. Because I could easily have somebody come in here as an IFBB pro that's just got out of a show and be like, all right, well, I'm just going to stay and maintenance this and win this challenge to get free HRT or whatever it's going to be. But it's got to be progress. So if let's say you're 300 pounds and you lose 100 pounds in this challenge, I'm not going to say that's going to happen. But if you do, you might be one of those top winners because you've lost majority of your body fat and you look a hell of a lot different than when you started. So it just really depends on who's going to do that. And we will have a web page up by next Tuesday. I'll have the link for you too as well. So at that point we can put it on here for the show so everybody can get on the show. I'll probably have it by Monday next week. We're going to work on it this week, but we've already done this before. So it's kind of just implementing and just putting this page back up and getting the signups to get going again. So at that point, it'll be real simple and easy for you guys to sign up too as well.
I got a question for you. Let's say, and I've had this before, is the individual will come to you and go, well, I don't want my photos to be shown as of right now. And I imagine that's okay.
Yeah.
That the individuals, there will be an email for you guys
Yes.
to send your photos.
Yes.
Yes. And let's do this too. My recommendation would be, if you're not comfortable, especially at the start here, if you're not comfortable, at least give your body weight and everything else, and then put a shirt on or something like that you could be tight fitting, and send those photos to start out with. Because trust me, in 90 days, I'm hoping, and I'm sure it will happen, that you'll be like, okay, I'm okay with my photos at this stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember being a kid and being told something. He says, you're going to love your photos in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So take this challenge. I know I'm speaking way down the line, but take this challenge, take your photos, send them in, what you can do, and then hold on to those photos for the future as well. And know that this may be a start for some of you, or just like I always say, there's no finish line. There's just a checkpoint. For me, it's just, we'll go through this and we'll keep going.
That's right.
We're not all Johnny. Johnny can pop the top anytime. Him and Mo popping the top and look great.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You're pretty much you're a machine yourself, dude. You are the machine to me, man. I don't know anybody like that. So at that point, like, I'm still trying to work myself and progress and be better. It is what it is. Until if I could get Terminator like you, I think I'd be happy. So I'm still working for my goals. Everybody has different goals. So
Yeah, they do.
and everybody should. And it's one of my conversations I'm going to have on my Titan Talk later at 6 p.m. is, You know, do you have an action plan in place for your health and fitness goals, right? And if you do have what is this plan and how are you going to execute the plan? These are certain questions that you need to, set up for yourself. And I tell everybody, write it down, put it in a note so you can physically see it. Don't just think it in the mind. Everybody can think something up and you forgot about it later on. Go there and then go down the path of what you've written down. And sometimes that can change. The plan can deviate, but if you got to be on it and be consistent and stay with the plan, though, you got to be with the plan and stick to your own plan, because if not, you might not accomplish anything. But if you stick to the plan, you're going to accomplish something.
It's a great point that's got to be your plan, and you got to check up on it and write it down, because that's such an important thing. I don't care how good you are. I'm the guy that writes things down. I'm the guy that keeps the notebook. I'm the guy that takes photos and checkups and see where I'm at. And we're pretty good about that. The whole team here is really good about that. That we get the photos, that we get the check-ins, that we make sure that we're staying on point. Does the calories change? And that way we have some kind of record to keep moving forward and allow us. I always say, like the utility belt that Batman has.
Yep.
Do I have more tricks in the closet that I can pull out? And can I implement in a carb depletion? Can I implement in more cardio? Can I implement in a second workout? What can I do? And I won't know any of this if I'm all over the board and I'm just guessing day to day. Hey, I feel like doing it today. I feel like training. I'll do 2 hours of cardio today. And the next day it's like, I'm going to fast and not work out. And the next day is like, you're all over the place. That's the problem with a lot of people, is they don't change because they're not keeping track.
Right. And they never had a serious plan before. They never done it. So if you've never been down that path, so, when you have the experience, like you or me, whoever it may be, they have the experience. You've done this before. You know what worked, how you did it, and how you go about it. But for somebody that's never done it and they want to get into it and they're not like putting a plan together, you're setting yourself up for failure to a degree, right? And you don't want to do that. Like at that point, set the plan up and then start following the plan. Like I said, plans might change a little bit. You might need to tweak a plan, like you said, whether it's more calories, less calories, a little bit more cardio, more weight training, whatever it is. You can fix that, but you'll have that plan. And then when you go through that plan, you have this succession, then you have some sort of foundation of what you need to do next time, or to keep on that plan and just add on the building blocks to keep progressing up.
Let me jump into here because I don't want to lose you without discussing this. Right now we're in January.
Yep.
When it comes to peptides, when it comes to fat burning peptides, when it comes to energy peptides, or HRT, whichever, is there anything that's going on sale this week, or any recommendations, anything that these people out there can kind of go, hey, maybe I should try this? You called it something. You called it a different treatment, because HRT is one aspect of it. Another protocol would be your amino acids and the peptides. What was another name that you used for it?
For peptides? I'm sorry.
He used another term. That was a cool term that it was used. I want to remember it. I'll remember it. Yeah.
Let me know.
Because if you can't do HRT when you win the contest, let's say hypothetically, then there's another protocol that you can do where it's just the aminos, the Hercules potion.
Sure. So you can do, listen, if you win the challenge or you wanted to sign up, obviously you can do HRT, hormone replacement therapy. If you're not ready for testosterone yet, there's more of a natural way we do things with enclomiphene or HCG and an anastrozole or aromatase inhibitor. It's more of a natural way. Other than that, if you can't do HRT, let's say there's some sort of issue, problem, whatever health-wise, then you can always do our vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, or you could do our peptide therapies. And if that doesn't work, like you can't do that, like let's say your health is just truly extremely bad and there's nothing you can take, then we would give you $375 worth of clothing or any other service that you could be able to do, whether it's blood testing or whatever it may be. So there's always something for somebody as far as that if they do win. And I think in the challenge last year, I even gave like the runners up, I think like a free therapy too as well. I don't know if I'm going to do that this year, but I was really happy with the first challenge and everybody that was a part of it. And I wanted to do something for most of those people. So I did something for everybody out of the challenge. But yeah, I mean, listen, AOD 9604 right now is therapy of the week. There is a discount on AOD, as far as that goes. And this is something that most patients can take advantage of, because usually fat burners have stimulants in them. So before, like the only FDA approved fat burner that was on the market before semaglutide, tirzepatide, and all these things was phetermine or fetrametrazine. All right. Now these are almost like, it's almost like meth to a certain degree. I mean, it's a very hard stimulant. And these are FDA approved appetite suppressants. Now, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to suppress your appetite. But like I said, they have a stimulant in them, so you kind of get a little wiry on them. Now, this only happens for so long. And a lot of people start losing weight on them because they don't eat. But the big thing is that they start building up a tolerance to these things, and it doesn't work as good. So at that point, like, it's not the best thing out there. And that was the only thing that was really prescribed by a lot of doctors. This is something that you could only be on for 30 or 60 days because it could cause cardiovascular problems, nervous system problems, and that's just not good. So now AOD 9604 is a peptide, has no stimulant properties whatsoever. So people that have cardiovascular problems or any other problems, they can take this without any issues. Good thing about it, it works in two different ways. It's not an appetite suppressant, so it's not going to suppress the appetite, but it's going to do two major roles: lipolysis and inhibiting lipogenesis. So what does that mean? It means that it's going to take the food that you're eating and burn that, right, as energy. And it's also going to take any stored fat that you have and start burning that as energy. So it's not going to store any fat in your body, and whatever fat you have in your body, it's going to start unlocking to be able to burn and use as energy. So it's really, really cool as far as that goes. Now, this is a 176 amino acid sequence out of the 191 amino acid sequence of growth hormone. So it has all the properties of growth hormone weight loss that you're going to want. It has no growth hormone properties as far as raising IGF-1 levels, raising sugar levels, or anything like that. So basically, you're getting all the benefits of the weight loss of growth hormone without any negative side effects possible of growth hormone or recovery properties. So there are some benefits that you might miss out on to a certain degree as far as that goes. But for the weight loss thing, that's probably one of their best ones. Now, if somebody said, hey, listen, I need to have some sort of energy, like I'm taking pre-workouts, I'm drinking a lot of coffee, or energy drinks, whatever it is, then our ECA Stack Plus, you can take right alongside AOD 9604. And now you have two fat burning property things going on. You have the ECA Stack, which has rulifedrin, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. So it's burning fat, it's giving you energy to go in the gym and do whatever you need to do, increasing mental clarity too as well. And then you have the AOD working alongside of it as far as burning fat and not storing fat in the body. So now you have two ways now you can go after fat burning properties and be able to be lean and lose weight. So these are two that you really can really chum up on and really kill it. You can also add in semaglutide, tirzepatide with any of these. There's all different combinations you can do. So it's depending on how much weight you really want to lose and how fast you want to lose it, then those are more aggressive weight loss drugs. They do have appetite suppressing properties in them as well as controlling blood sugar levels too. So that's always a big thing, and reversing insulin resistance. There's a lot of people out there that might be pre-diabetic right now that have no idea that they are. They've never had a blood test. They really don't know. And this could be inhibiting your results too as well with that. So it's just something to look at. And that's where blood testing can come into play, where you can look at some of these different numbers and markers and make some decisions on what you want to do too as well.
Oh, can't hear him.
Oh no,
Hey, Mike, can you hear us?
Mona's on there.
You want to ask him?
Sorry, Mike, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, so Mona's written it down here for you guys at home. AOD 9604. And again, fat burning, help you slice and dice as you are doing this. And again, we will get up over on my side as well. And Titan Medical will have up a sign up for you guys by next week sometime. And we get to start the challenge.
Yep. And
I'm
AOD
excited.
stands for anti-obesity drug. So anybody out there that really want to know what that stands for, that's what it stands for.
I thought it was advanced obesity.
Well,
It's an anti-obesity drug.
Advanced obesity.
and these are one of the peptides that I have tried and absolutely love.
Yeah, this is one.
So
of
this is again, it's a huge lineup of amino acids for you guys, but they have tons of stuff over there. My recommendation is get a hold of Titan Medical, touch base with them, make sure that you got your blood work done, make sure that you are healthy moving forward, and get ready for this challenge as we are locking and loading next week, guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I saw some people talking on here. Yes, we will be at the Arnold this year, end of February, beginning of March.
Yep.
And then I'll be back out in Florida with the team here in sometime in February. So
Woohoo!
I gotta show up in shape.
Oh, Mike's gonna put everybody to shame out here.
I wish.
Make everybody cry.
Can you pronounce? What else do we got, Jeffrey? Anything else here?
What's the best carb for putting on lean muscle mass? What do you think, Mike?
I think rice is incredible.
Yeah.
Rice is such a simple and easy and calorie dense carbohydrate for you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm always the rice guy. I'll go to the rice.
Yep. I like rice.
I love potatoes, but I think rice is just so easy and tasty as well.
Yeah, it's an easy one if you're out and you don't have any food with you. You can order from some Chinese restaurant, like a pint of rice and add it to your meal, whatever it is. Like literally, like pretty much every place you can go to has grilled chicken breasts. And if they don't have it on the regular menu, they have it on the kiddie menu most of the time, and you'll get it cheaper too as well. That was one of my other tricks. I used to always order from the kiddie menu in a lot of these different places because it usually is the most bland food you can find on the menu, and it's usually the most inexpensive food you can find on the menu.
What other questions do we have before we jump out of here today?
Does AOD work outside of cardio? Like, if you're not doing cardio, will AOD still promote? Like, will you lose fat? Like, it's just gonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I don't care what you're doing. As far as the functions of AOD, it's going to work as far as lipolysis and lipogenesis. Like I said, what that means is you be able to burn fat unlocked, and then you're not storing fat. So at that point, you're winning there. So, it's just like somebody would take, if somebody was not doing cardio and somebody took growth hormone or they took ECAs or they took any of these fat burning therapies that we have, it's going to work. Now, will you get better results if you're doing cardio? Probably, right? Because you're expending more calories. You're burning, you're working. So the more work you put in, the more you're usually going to get out. And if you're using something to help you get the result, the more you do with it, the more benefit and result you're going to get. It's simple math, right? Like if I sit around, I don't do anything, and I take some of these different therapies, I'll probably get some results. But if I start really putting 110% where I need to, then I'm going to get results a lot faster, and they might be better results.
Yeah, great answer. And again, I'm with Johnny. It's like, if you're going to do something like this, why wouldn't you make sure everything else is, on point? Why wouldn't you make sure the diet was good? Why wouldn't you make sure that you maybe are incorporating cardio if that's where the plan is at that stage?
Right.
Some of the questions you guys are asking today, again, we can answer those over in the Titan crew.
Yeah.
How to implement in putting on weight when you're 88 pounds. Obviously, you got to eat. 17 years old, wants to put on size. Yeah, food's going to be your big thing.
Yep.
I
I seen somebody asked about AOD 9604 needing blood work. You do not need blood work for AOD 9604. Would I recommend doing blood work? Of course. I think that's always a good place to start. But if somebody says, hey, listen, I had a couple of checkups, I think I'm fine, and I just need to lose some weight and stuff like that, then we have a variety of different therapies that do not need blood work. But if you take those therapies and let's say you don't get optimal results, then you might want to look at doing some blood work the next month just to say, hey, listen, is there something going on that's inhibiting my results here? Because it does happen a lot. If you have a hormone issue and you gain a whole bunch of weight and deposits, stuff like that, you might lose some of that weight, but you might be getting held back in some of the areas. And that's why I always say blood work could be the key to some of those answers that you're looking for.
tirzepatide was the one that lowers blood sugar.
So both of them actually do. So
Okay.
semaglutide and tirzepatide were both type 2 diabetic medications. Now, what they seen from the medication studies were that people were losing a great percentage of body weight. And they were doing this because the effect on inhibiting one, the brain in both cases, and hitting that part of the brain that will shut off appetite. So you're getting suppressed appetite. But the big thing with them is they release the micronutrients evenly and dispersed, so there's no blood sugar spikes whatsoever. So one, if you're controlling blood sugar, you're winning right there. All right, you're winning a lot of ways. And both of these medications will reverse insulin resistance caused by being pre-diabetic or diabetes type 2. Some people don't even know they're type 2 diabetic. They don't know. They have no clue. Until they go to the doctor and somebody really tests them for hemoglobin A1C, they have no knowledge of it. My dad's a prime example. 55 years old, never been testing hemoglobin A1C. Finally, I was like, you know what? I'm going to run my own blood test on you. I ran it. Boom, right away. Seeing it was like 6.5. And a 6.0, you are type 2 diabetic. Anything underneath, you are pre-diabetic between 5.7 and 5.9. So at that point, both of these are going to control that. So that's a win right there, because with high blood sugar, this can cause a lot of different negative effects. One, cellular deterioration is rapidly increased, right? And cellular
Right.
deterioration is not good. That means your body's breaking down. It's basically degenerating itself, right? And this is why, if type 2 diabetics or diabetes goes uncontrolled, people lose limbs, they lose eyeballs, toes, all over the place. And I've seen this for myself. I've seen people that I know lose eyeballs and have to get the glass eyeball in. And then you think, this guy he's going to turn this around, right? No,
Still doesn't do it.
he's dead. You will die
Jeez.
eventually because of this if you let it go unchecked. These are silent killers. I mean, blood pressure is the other one that people really need to get a hold of, and a lot of people don't know they have high blood pressure. And if you don't test your blood pressure regularly, go out and do it. If you're in CVS or Walgreens, go put on the damn cuff. It does it for you automatically.
So think about that. Just anybody watching this, just think about that for a second. I got to stop you, Johnny, because of the
Sorry.
fact that no. It's. I get the understanding of wanting to be in shape and wanting to get lean and maybe have some abs, and how cool is that? That's great. But at the end of the day, I think it's so much more important to be able to be healthy. And you're talking about somebody says, "Hey, can I just get the AOD without doing the blood work?" And it's like, sure you can. But don't you want to know if you're healthy? And don't you want to know if you're breaking down your body at this
Right.
stage of the game?
Right.
And before you really feel it. I mean, that's what the blood work's going to tell you. It's like, hey, something's going on here. It may not have hit you yet,
Right.
but at least you understand and make some changes now. And again, it's 2024. I think you need to set goals, and I think you need to hold true to these goals. And like Johnny said, he's going to talk about it tonight. Again, write it down. Be serious about this. Be absolutely, I don't know what the term would be, but be
Obsessed with it.
obsessed and angry about
Obsessed.
this is your one life.
That's it.
Do you not want to be an absolute best version of you that you can be? And it's like, take pride in that shit.
right.
Don't say, oh, you go to the gym too much. So what? Yeah, exactly. I'll enjoy.
Yeah.
Take pride in this stuff. And one of the biggest things is find out what's going on in the body. To understand that your body might be breaking down before you feel it is a huge thing. And finding out that something's going on here, like Johnny said, just testing his dad
Yep.
and going, there's something, I know something's going on, and then finding out and going, okay, can we help? Can we do something? And trust me, that's what you want to do. You want to be able to find out before the fact to where, because it's finding out after.
Yeah. You might not
Doesn't
be in a
help
good
nobody.
Situation. You can find in early stages, you can usually fix things. You find things in the ending stages, you might not have a good chance. And that's everything. I see it whether it's kidney or renal failure, or people that have chronic kidney disease and have no idea what stage they're in or where they're at. Or people that they just don't know. They don't know about their health whatsoever. And at that point, they just think, well, I'll just mask these things up with whatever drugs or medications I have to take. And they're on just this down spiral. And eventually they're going to hit the ground. So it's just, I want people to be healthy. I want people to live a long life and be able to enjoy it with their loved ones or their family or their friends or whoever, and not be taken too early, because you know you only have one life. I know we always discuss it. I feel like a broken record, but you know that's the most important thing. Your health is the number one thing, because you know you're not doing anything. You're not working out. You're not going to the gym. You're not going to your job. You're not seeing girls, guys. But the other big thing is that if you do have family or friends, now you're going to be some sort of a liability to them, or some sort of impingement, because they're going to have to take care of you. And I've seen plenty of people in this position too as well. And you should always take care of your family, right? Or your friends or whoever your loved ones are. But you know, you don't want to be that thing that's just, you know, there and they have to just worry about all the time. You know, unless you're 80 or 90 years old. You know, at that point, you have an excuse there. You've lived a long time, and at that point, but 40, 50, 60 years old, dude.
Yeah, unless you're Robbie Robinson and Frank Zane, man, they look awesome for 80.
I
man.
mean, dude, you're turning 56 next week, so
Yeah.
at that point, you're right up there for me. I gotta
So-
say, hey, listen, you know, this
Let's
guy
keep
is-
pushing this. Everybody,
fine.
let's keep pushing this. Call Titan Medical today. Get
Yeah.
over there, get started, and check in with me again next week. And then we have a show coming on Generation Iron where Johnny and I discuss kidney and livers, especially mine. So check that out this Friday on Generation Iron. Johnny, thank you for hanging today, brother.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you always, Mike. I appreciate
Always,
out there.
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'll check in again tomorrow or later today about setting up the plans for the Arnold and everything
Please.
else.
Please, yeah, let me know when you want to get on the horn. I'm free and available.
All right, brother. Talk
All right, guys.
soon.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, man.